What's up, YouTube? Just want to tell you a quick dream I had. Um, I dream every night, really. Some dreams stick out more than others, but every night I will have some type of dream of sorts. It's extremely rare if I were to go to sleep and, you know, things go black, open my eyes this morning. That's extremely rare. But I'm reaching way back to pull up this dream that I had, and it was about when I met the Lord. I mean, and it was the weirdest thing. It's like just every day doing what I normally do every day, and then my younger brother told me like, "Oh yeah, Jesus is gonna be here later on today," and I'm like, "What's he talking about?" You know, no, like that's the craziest thing I've heard. I mean, of course I know the Lord's coming back, but it's like when no one knows the day or the hour. But let's not get caught up on that. This is just a dream, everybody. And he said, "Yeah, the Lord's gonna come back. He wanted to see you or something." And so okay, now I'm getting worried. I'm like, he wants to see me out of all the Christians on the planet. He's coming here after me. Oh gosh, I must have did something really bad. But I, walking around, and the day was just, it was so different than all the normal days or whatever. You know how you just sun shining, feels the same, but this day felt different. But but for some reason I got sick. I mean, like real sick. I was like bedridden or whatever. Don't know how it happened or anything of that nature. But my brother comes in the room and says, "All right, he's here." And when he said he's here, it's like, he's not talking about the doctor or somebody like that. And when he said he is here, he's here to see you. And when he said he's here to see you, my heart probably sunk down to my ankles. I mean, and that's kind of like similar that I had with another dream where I saw Jesus. It's like you so you're in a state of fear. Like I said, this is not the fear that makes you want to run and hide. This is a reverence for him, knowing how awesome and powerful. I mean, this is the creator of everything, and he wants to see you. And I feel like I'm about to die. Like, oh my goodness, he might have to raise me from the dead because I'm about to pass out right now. But he said like, oh, he's here to see you. And then I heard his footsteps, and my brain is moving 100 miles per hour trying to figure out all this data. Like, okay, I hear footsteps. And, does he sound like he weighed this much, or he's walking pretty fast or something? But I'm and I can see the shadow. How they come approaching you, you can see the shadow coming down the hallway. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's almost here. And like I said, my heart's still down in my ankles. I mean, I hadn't recovered from that yet. And then he comes in the room and he just walked right in, just and immediately when I saw him, it's like my whole spirit leaped for joy almost, and on the inside. I didn't leap out of the bed or anything. I mean, I was still sick or whatever, but it's like my spirit was just like instantly happy. I mean, it's like my spirit knew who that was. No, I didn't have to say, "Oh, that's him," or "Yeah, that's Jesus Christ." Or it's like when you're a child of God, you'll know him when you see him. I promise you that. When he comes back to get us and snatch us, back up in the air with him, there don't be no doubt who he is, no doubt whatsoever. But he can't. He just walked right in the room, and like I said, I still feel like I'm about to die. And he walks in with this smile on his face, like, "Hey, I heard you were sick." Well, he didn't say that, but he came in there with this huge smile on his face, and he walks like right up to the side of my bed where I was at, and I'm looking at him, you know, barely can think because it's like, oh, and that's the thing about it, and I don't know if it's gonna be like this when we really meet him, but I think it'll be similar. What was going through my mind was, this is him, this is the Christ, this is the Son of God. This and like in my mind, I just kept going on all his titles, the Prince of Peace, and the Wonderful Counselor, Almighty, the first and last, the Alpha and Omega. I mean, it was just like rapid fire, like his intro. Didn't even get to say anything to him. I'm just going along who he is, and that's the amazing thing about knowing who Christ is. It does something for you. I mean, it makes you feel like nothing on this planet matters. I mean, somebody can threaten your life. You say, I don't care. As long as he's here, I don't care what you do to me. I mean, torture me, whatever, cut this off. I don't care. I mean, that's how into him that I was. It's like it didn't matter if I was sick, laying on that bed or whatever. But when he came in, it didn't even matter. And I'm not one of those people who say I know what Jesus looks like because I saw him in a dream. No, we didn't. We hadn't seen his face. We hadn't even imagined what he looked like, in all his glory. But it was just a representation of him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying if I can draw him out, this is exactly what he'll look like. No, I can't do that. But he came in the room and he stood right next to me and where the bed was. And I saw him and I was looking at him and he's looking at me like, I know everything there is to know about you. I know everything. And it's not like how somebody will say that and they being all smart aleck or whatever. I mean, no, this is Jesus Christ. I know who he is. He know who he is, and the way he looked at me is like there's nothing I can tell him. There's nothing new that I can say to him that'll catch him off guard. He just knows. And not only that, but he knew how he know how I was suffering, and he grabbed me by my hand. And what's so amazing about it is he didn't really say that much. It's just the way he looked, his smile. It's like it said everything. He didn't need to open his mouth and say anything to me at that point. I didn't really care, because all I cared about was he's here, he's standing next to my bedside, he understands, and he's holding my hand. And I can't remember what else happened after that dream. All I know is that he was there, and I didn't get to the point in the dream where, okay, did he heal me? Did he wake me up? Did he say something? I don't know. I don't know. The dream stops right there. But I don't know if this was a blessing to any of y'all who heard this, who's listening to this video or whatever. But just think about it. One of these days, when you're saved, for those of you who aren't saved, please, please consider Christ. You may heard some things about him. You may heard some misconceptions about him, and you're kind of confused on what do I believe? Do I have to be baptized to be saved? Do I have to say certain words? It's not that. All you got to do is, first of all, admit that you're a sinner. You're a sinner. You were born in sin. You're a sinner from the get-go. There's nothing good or holy about you. And you have to believe that, Jesus is the Son of God. He is perfect, and he died on the cross as a sacrifice for my sins. And all you got to do is just accept that. Just say, okay, I believe that. And then all you got to do is ask him to become Lord of your life, to save you and to forgive you of your sins. And I mean, after that, it's settled. It is settled. I mean, after you say that and you believe in your heart that Jesus is Lord and God raised him from the dead, you shall be saved. Simple as that. I mean, how easy is that? And that's all you gotta do. And and you go from there. You find a church who teaches the Word of God. None of these fake churches. Find a real church. Or if you need to talk to somebody about it, here I am. Send me a message. We can talk about it and go from there. So okay, well, you all have a good night. It's extremely late. It's probably past midnight now where I'm at. But I had to do these videos. I got to be obedient. So you all take care.